It is bright and early, although saying that, it's not even bright at all. It's about 6:30 in the morning for the first Cars and Coffee, which is going to be absolutely bonkers here at the Motor Enclave. We've just had the grand opening. There are 5 Paganis over here behind me. This way, plenty more incredible cars in the events centre, but this is just the start of what is going to be a day with literally thousands of cars here at this new private venue that's just had its grand opening night with a racetrack right out there that later on today will be completely full with cars. Let's go check out some of the mayhem as it unfolds. It is hard to say what's what outside in the dark at the moment. There are streams of cars rolling in, tuner cars, supercars, even a Tesla Cybertruck I just saw coming by, but the sun should be up shortly. We're going to take a look around. I mean, I'm standing in front of a 918 Spider and everything that's here and a lot of what's going on outside. Let's go check it all out here at the Motor Enclave. Check that out. 488 Challenge, just casually coming in as well. I think you see where today is headed. I don't know which way it's going to unfold. We're going with the flow. It's the first event. Absolute madness. All right, let's enjoy this one. Let's go with the flow and have some fun. As you can see, pretty dark right now, but we can see some cool cars. SF90, there's all sorts, GTRs, all of the cars are being parked around the racetrack. A 1.72 mile track that goes around the 300 garages through the trees here. Take a quick look with me though. GT3 RS, 812. The light will be up shortly and we can see plenty more as we come here in front of this hyperboat, I'm going to call it, not too much of an expert on those. We have a 918 Spider, we have an SLS AMG Black Series in solar beam yellow, gull wing doors up, plenty of Corvette C8s, plenty of classic Corvettes, plenty of cars rolling in. Over there we have the Tesla Cybertruck. Is that an STO with underglow coming through? It is indeed. Sounds nice over there. This is, I mean, look at this, the car's rolling in the nightlight. I apologise that it's so dark right now. I don't normally do car events this early in the morning. But knowing how crazy today was going to be, we had to come in and just be here for this. Porsches R8. This is absolutely nuts. New and old. From brand new supercars to a classic BMW to a Nissan Z to the fact that I'm standing by the Cybertruck, which is something I haven't actually seen out in the wild until now. Only at the Peterson Museum, I think, when I've been visiting there. I could film the thousands of cars coming in today. 718 GT4. That has some non-standard turbos, I think. McLaren fired 0600 LT. Aston Vantage. It's kind of hard to see everything right now, but the light will come up and there are so many cars rolling in. Light bar on the front of the Cybertruck, illuminated for all to see. I mean, look, just around the back there, everything coming through. I don't know how it's being separated and divvied up, but we'll come back to this when the light's up, take a proper look at it. I've got to say, the cars rocking the underglow at this time of day look mega. New Mustang 7th Gen S650 over here, that's another STO. Lambo GT4. We've got the Assetto Fiorano 296 GTB, modified Hurricane. You kind of see the point here. We've got a dark horse just there in blue ember, the original color. There's a red 05 Ford GT just down there. Everybody lining up, being parked up, and I'm very much in the way, so I'm going to get out of here. Try and squeeze out and see where this all goes. All of these, by the way, are the garages right overlooking the racetrack. This is literally a 1.7 mile, 14 corner track with these spaces, over 300 of them, privately owned, the largest of its type in the world, where people can watch track action from their garages like this. Absolutely epic. I had a lot of fun out here in a GT3 RS, but yeah, I think it's going to be Lambo Central from what I'm seeing so far. That thing is genuinely brilliant. All of the lights straight out of the SEMA show Las Vegas. Love it. Gotta love a 675 LT, one of the 500 coupes. Volcano yellow. Very nice. More Corvettes. I think there are going to be a ton of C8s today. Not going to try and count them all. Liking that with the orange underglow. Another dark horse. Kind of missing mine right now. Be fun to go out and have it to drive. Another GT500. I actually looked at an orange one first time around. Be funny if it was that car, the Twister Orange. This is unreal right now. Squeeze through up here. There's some crazy stuff around. Loads of modified cars. I mean, this is just the madness of it all, right? A90 Supras, nice color, I like that. A90 Supras mixed with some classics, mixed with a Hurricane Spider just parked there, mixed with American muscle, mixed with lifted Jeeps. That thing's crazy. GT3 RS coming through. How's it going? I mean, the mix here, what is this? It's a Defender and a Lotus. Like, this is just every type of car. There's an Artura just there. Wowzers. People are very trusting, leaving their cars parked with the roofs down. I mean, it was raining earlier, as you can see, but the F8 Spider just here, 720 just there. It's around, sounds good. Just learning, discovering, and taking a look at it all. Another dark horse. I think we need to count dark horses today. That sounds like it might have been a manual. Good choice, good choice. Color matched roof box gang, looks good. Slammed. Racing Beetle, idiot racing. I mean, hey, the owner said it, not me. I think that's one of the first 750S Spiders I've seen in the wild. Looks very nice. Cool, followed by F8 Spider, followed by SF90, followed by 992 GT3. I mean, I love the colors, I love the cars, I love the filming. That's the way to do it. Get around here, it's a big venue. This is just, it's just endless. There are going to be about 3,000 cars. How's it going? This is mad. There are so many cars to come through today. Very nice white SLS AMG, lovely. R35 just coming in. There are just every different type of car possible right now. Sound of an American V8. Shame the next generation won't continue that. MC20 Cielo, the Spider convertible, followed by another McLaren. Got a wing on the back of that. We've got the Ferraris, 812 looking lovely. 296 GTS, awesome. 488 Spider, very nice. We've got another McLaren Artura, very nice, couple of those around. Haven't really seen many before, but today I think we're gonna find a few of them. Gotta go for the zoom here. You'll have to believe me, there's a yellow 05 GT there, just there, crawling past. That's a bit of me, lovely. Yes, 60s fastback. Nice tin pony, nice. That's very cool. One day, that's on the short list. At this stage, with the number of cars lined up here, I'm just spotting things that are interesting. Ruby Star is a color I'd love to have in the garage one day, on the Cayman there. New M2s, and even though I went recently with my dad to collect his, not really a fan of how this looks. And there's another one just up there. There are tons of R35s at this event. I've seen quite a few. Just supercars, muscle cars, classics, enthusiast cars, car clubs, tons of different stuff. I mean, BMWs, Porsches, another F8 Spider NSX, just there, very cool. What else do we have around? Spotted some of those cars arriving a little bit earlier on. I'm gonna keep walking through. That might be the same color. I think that might be Oxford Green, which is the color of my BMW M8. I think it could well be the M8. Where is the M8? The magical question. Is that Blue Electrico over there on a Ferrari just lurking? Could be. This is just absolutely unbelievable, the number of cars that are here. We're walking up the long straight. This is about half a mile all the way down towards the buildings at the end. And just cars, cars, and more cars. I mean, I can't cut. How you doing? This is crazy. What is that? That's funny. Ruined on the windscreen. Love it. That's wild. That's wild. Wow, that is crazy unique. Quite literally. Nuts. Yeah, Tesla's amongst the supercars. There was a pop and bang from an Abarth just heading out. A bunch of GT3s around. JDM cars galore. So many R35s, as I said. Come around, just keep taking it all in. Mustangs are plenty. Hoods up, of course. Check out all the mods, everything people have on their cars. You can tell the bikes are here. They got a lot louder. Check out these. Stuff I know very little about. Look at that thing. I mean, this is mad. Look at this. I don't know what that is, but it's crazy. Proper hot rod. Six-wheeler. American flag at the back. That is literally America. How's it going? Nice. GT3 RS in yellow. How are you doing? Very nice. Love it. From Z06, silver with the kind of lightning yellow stripes, to I'm not even sure what, but it's cool. don't exactly know what that is rolling past. There are so many Corvettes here. I'm surprised it took so long to spot an Aventador here. Aventador S going through, followed by the medical buggy. What a variety, and then a matching Corvette to the Aventador. I guess the same brand livery on it. And then we throw it back to the Camaro. Like, this is the madness of everything right now. Hypercars, muscle cars. That sounds good, doesn't it? So does that, actually. CTSV. Another GT500. Loads of Shelbys. Loads of M cars as well. Just lots of R35s. Seriously, R35, 35, 35, 35. A couple of BMW stuff. More R35s. There's a whole lineup of R35s. And look at that. Look at that thing. That's bonkers. That is literally the war machine. I mean, literally. There's a roof canopy. What is this? What is this thing? I feel like that is something you want to watch out for. Ooh, what's going on here? Okay. There is a Cyberdog. We have a Cybertruck and a Cyberdog. Everybody's watching. Nobody knows what's going on. Fascinating. I've come back to this though, the yellow with black stripe Bumblebee Ford GT, because if at some point I am ever to add this generation of GT to the Schmeemobiles, that is certainly my spec of choice. I guess this is a 4-option car. We've got painted calipers, we've got the wheels, we've got the sound system, and off the top, painted stripes. There we go. Yes, 4-option car, and really nice. So maybe one day, one to watch out for. Would not mind that happening. Got some big wings, the Corvette Grand Sport. That generation of Corvette is still, I think, pretty good looking. Some heavily modified stuff around, obviously. There's something coming that has grabbed my attention if we keep walking through. And that is this, the SLS AMG GT Final Edition, which borrows some parts from the Black Series, like the wing, but was the very last of the SLS. They've become pretty collectible, actually, the Final Editions. Where do we go from that? 911. Just love it. You got like Hondas and Audis in the middle of supercars and tuner cars, and we've got what? Corvette, Mustang, 901.2 GT3 winged car, as per what I had back at the time. Looks good. Sounds good. Hey, nice S63. Very cool. Bikes, muscle cars. I'm just going straight to the Mustang again. Fastback. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Nice. DB11. This is endless, and the traffic jams outside are crazy as well. Oh, nice Datsun. Cool. The Noble is cool. Red Bull Liqui Moly livery. Looks very nice. Very cool. Got some more Porsches. Hey guys. GT3, 992 GT3. Nice. We've been chatting 718 Spider. It looks good, sir. It looks very good.
I gotta catch up with you later.
I'll see you in a bit. Very nice. What is this little thing? 1959 midget roadster race car. Tiny. While I wasn't looking, a sneaky Speciale has appeared. The 4.5 litre V8. I do like them. I think the more that time goes by, the more I like the 458 in general. Italia, Spider, Speciale, Speciale A, the full suite of them. Of course, this was, actually this is not the original launch. I don't think that is Rosso Corsa. I think that might be Rosso Scuderia or something. It looks slightly more orangey under the light here. Two things I hadn't noticed here earlier. The first is that that's an 812 GTS. You guys know how much I love them. Second, check out this GT2 RS. It's running on slicks. It's one of the owners who has a garage here at the Motor Enclave. This is the car he drives on track, and he literally has slicks on his GT2 RS. And I have driven one of these on slicks, and I can tell you, it was quite the experience. Oh, they're Ferrari Challenge fitment size. That's insane. To have slicks on a 2RS, nuts. Respect that it gets driven, respect that actually all of these get driven, as does the 918, which is from the same collection as these cars as well. We have to talk about some of the cars that are inside here in the event center, because this is quite the lineup, and that is very, very special, by the way. First up at the end is the Dallara EXP. You're possibly familiar with the Dallara Stradale, which is the road version of this, the track car, which would be pretty perfect to enjoy and drive here at the Motor Enclave. This you might know as Dinoco from Cars. This is Richard Petty's original 1970 Superbird. This is the one. The actual Nascar that did approximately 200 miles an hour. This car is the reason why they had to make just shy of 2,000 others, one per dealership here in the United States, to homologate it in the NASCAR series. It's this car. The wheels are Ford blue, having previously Richard Petty been driving with Ford, until they built this for him, literally, the Superbird, with the new nose, with the spoiler and the massive wing at the back of it. That is the actual car, which was then modelled for the movie, which is kind of cool to see. We've got the satin black MC20. We've got this stunning tailor-made Ferrari 812 Competizione. This is actually beautiful. Rosso Fiorano with the yellow and black painted stripes, the Super Electrico blue Alcantara interior, and some very, very nice details and touches. Really an example of what you can do. We've then got the F12. I'm going to squeeze through to show you what else we have lurking just here. The Ferrari F40, US spec F40, which comes with the satin black additional bumper at the front and at the rear. The GT3 RS that I was lucky to drive out on the track the other day. We've got the Lotuses, the two Emiras here, and the Senna we'll come to in a second, but these are from Lotus of Naples, who I've met with many times over the years, in fact, including talking about my Emira, although it's interesting to see this with the full yellow, because mine has the black roof, which I think I prefer. I definitely prefer, to be honest, like the blue, we have the Seneca blue that you have there. The Senna, I have actually seen with each of its three owners. I first saw this car when I visited my friend, well then 69 Ride or Die, in Miami, filmed the collection, and this was from a friend that was actually there at the time alongside the Paganis and the likes. We've since filmed again the new setup at Squadra Lupo, but this car then became owned by Jeffree Star, and I filmed it when I was out in California at McLaren Newport Beach, and now it's here with, well, Naples Motorsports, Lotus, Spiker, well, you can see up here, in fact, a bunch of different brands, and the collection that includes that particular car, Tiffany Blue over Tiffany Blue. Anyway, I want to come over here because we've got not just a few Paganis, we have 5 of them. These have come up from Pagani of Miami, Brett David and the team, Prestige Imports. We've got the 2 Huayra Coupes here. These are both quite unique specs with bespoke wings on the back. This one looks absolutely stunning. The dark metallic blue paint, the white accent detail around it, those light gold wheels, and then the brown and white dual tone leather interior. We're going to swing back to that car in just a second. Over here we've got another Huayra Coupe. We've got this lovely orange Huayra Roadster. Absolutely stunning. The colour for it works very well. But this car I want to talk about, and in particular that. It's nicknamed Quaranta, which in Italian means 40. It is quite literally, as you can probably guess, car number 40 of the 40 Huayra Roadster BCs. Now the name Roadster BC always confuses people. Everyone goes for BC Roadster, but the Huayra Coupe and the Huayra Roadster are actually slightly different in terms of engines, in terms of design, in terms of other details. So this is the BC of the Roadster, named after Benny Caiola, the first Pagani customer, and this paint colour is actually called Bianco Benny, this pearlescent white metallic. The car is also equipped with some lovely tricolore details. I mean, it's got the optional snorkel, the stripe comes over the rear, up on the wing as well, and look at the diffuser fins back here. Look at the way they're painted, again with the green, white and red of the Italian flag. Some very nice details on this, and if you've not seen it before, this is the carbon roof panel, painted with the number 40 on it, and supplied with this stand. So if you pop off the targa panel to go and drive the car, you can then leave it on that when it's tucked away in the garage at home. And I think we're going to get a little sneak peek in a second at the engine bay in here as well. But this thing looks absolutely gorgeous. Stunning example of the car. Very pleased to have seen it out here. The entire rear clam opens up, signed as well on the inside by many of the people from the team. And of course, Mr. Horacio Pagani himself. And back there we have the 6-litre twin turbocharged V12, the work of art that is all of the suspension components, the exhaust that you can see, the titanium exhaust system back there, the luggage storage boxes at the side. This thing is magnificent. Front clam being opened up as well in just a second so that we can see that as the clam pulls forwards. Again, look at it. Work of art, absolute masterpiece. There is also a very nice trio of Porsches around the stage here, starting with the Weissach Package 918 Spider. And you can tell it's a Weissach when you see these flicks around the rear bumper. But not only that, because you could technically add those later, as you could also the carbon wing, the lightweight magnesium wheels, and the carbon roof panels for the Targa top that you can tuck away in the front. The giveaway is this, the carbon windshield surround, because that was only available on an original Weissach Package car. so the lighter weight, upgraded version. You could reinstall air conditioning, but by default that was deleted. Next up, we have the GT3R, and I believe this specific car was actually a winner at the GTD class of the Daytona 24. This exact one, which is pretty cool. And then behind that is the Porsche 959 in a very Ferrari red. This is actually a car I've never driven, to be honest, but the 959 was the first 200 mile per hour car. It is something that stands out as one of the Porsche supercars, that lineage that I guess started with the 2.7 RS and then afterwards also became the GT1 Carrera GT in 918 and soon the Mission X. So maybe at some point in time, get to have a go on one of these. I've been chatting with the owner of this collection as well. Very kind gentleman. We've also got the 488 Challenge and the SF90 Stradale Assetto Fiorano tucked in here also. In Florida, where you can drive with no bumpers. Because why not? But my taxi has arrived. It's like Las Vegas all over again. Alex, my Exoticars, is here with the Aventador taxi. Spotted that a mile away. Coming in. Looking good. What do we have behind? Well, AMG GT. Is that a Viola Hong Kong SF90? I think it might be. Taxi, taxi! How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Well?
I'm everywhere.
You've had fun in the traffic to get in?
Oh my God, 2 hours.
Oh man!
2 hours. He's overheated already.
Yeah, I was wondering if you would come with the Super Trofeo.
I was thinking coming as Super
But
Trofeo.
it would overheat horribly.
That's what I was thinking about. And I said, okay, I needed to get in, I needed radiator, so
yeah.
no Super Trofeo today.
We'll catch up when you've parked. Nice to see it. Crazy. Whoa, that's lovely. That's really nice. Really nice. Viola Hong Kong, Assetto Fiorano, SF90 Stradale. That is a nice touring. Lovely spec. Beautiful. Blue seats, blue calipers. Very smart. M4's M3, 675 LT, chicane grey. It's madness to think that cars are still coming through here. When I say that this is basically the star of the show, you can see it. I mean, look at the number of people that are here checking out the Tesla Cybertruck. I've actually been chatting with the owner, so hopefully in a moment I'm going to be able to show it to you in a little bit more detail. But this is drawing quite the crowds because it's one of the first to be delivered. I think this is chassis 43 of the Founders Series, the first of 1,000 Cybertrucks. And everybody, as you might even be able to hear in the background, has opinions on this car and what it's all about, this car, this truck. I don't know what to call it, it's huge. Like I say, we'll come back to it and have a proper look in a moment where we can get a little bit more close and take a look around it in detail. One of the Ford GTs rolling out in the red and white. Looks amazing, doesn't it? That's sounding good. Supercharged V8. We've hopped into a golf buggy with Chris here. It's the easiest way to get through, isn't it?
Only way.
To fast track around and go and see a whole lot of stuff.
Shoot, we got a gap here still. This is awesome.
Space for more. The Beetle.
Yeah, right, Polizia?
The Beetle police car. Great. Next to the GT3 RS. That's brilliant. We're back with the next batch of cars. A whole lot more stuff up here. This goes on and on. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. All of the garages here. I don't even know where we're going, what we're going to find. Beetles, Porsches, lots of new M2s actually around here. It's funny how the kind of cars come in themes. Obviously clubs and groups of friends getting together for the drive over today. I think I need another classic Mini in my life at some point. That looks nice. Very cool out here.
No, I was talking about these.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the Mini. You're on the Corollas.
You know what?
You're on the Corollas, I'm on the Mini. More Lambos, STO, SVJ. That's cool. Porsche with a roof box. I can only see the roof box floating behind the cars there. Just have to believe me. I think, was that 996? I couldn't even really see. Miami Blue, 991.2 GT3 RS. Good color. Cheeky silver following it. I go blue. Miami Blue suits that really well. Is that a Supra? There are so many Supras. Actually, it's a surprisingly good sounding Supra. I hear the sound of a Pagani, and so do many other people. satin carbon. Oh wow. We've definitely got very, very brave people standing right behind that. Rest in peace, this guy's ears. It is time to take a proper look at this. The Cybertruck arrived, and like I said, it has been checked out by everyone at this event. And it's fascinating to me because this is a big, big thing. When coming from the European perspective, this is as big as a Rolls-Royce Phantom, or obviously an F-150, that size of truck out here, and we simply can't drive things that big down the roads back at home. But it's completely, well, it's revolutionary, isn't it? It's totally different to anything else. The whole stainless steel panels, and I think it's well documented that edges like that are a total no-go over in Europe, but out here, why not? This is the dual motor. This is actually number 43, as I mentioned, of the Foundation series, so the earliest cars to be delivered. I mean, just look at it. Obviously back here, you've got the, oh, there we go, perfect. The flatbed with the canopy that comes over, and you can stand on that, you can jump around on that. The buttons to open it are back here. Pop the tailgate down. There's a stowage actually underneath the rear deck, which is hidden away, the smuggler's storage bay down there. Close this back up. I'm going to come round because the owner has very kindly allowed me to show you inside. Pop open the doors. Super simplistic inside here. Clean, simple, easy, but step on in and take a look at it. Obviously the squared off style steering wheel from the screen, which has amazing animations. You can move this around, select what you want to do. So for example, with the front, just press there, that will pop open the storage that you have up in front of us. Then you can also go and do the load cover. You can do that from here as well. It shows you even down to the windows. So you can see here the window is up. If I lowered the driver's window, I'll just show you over here, pop the window down, even on the graphic it actually goes down with it, which is really quite cool to see. Let me close this back up again for a second, and we'll go do the rear as well. This is literally my basically first learning how all of this works. If you go into here, you've got things like the Mars mode, so you can make it look when you're driving like you're on Mars, quite literally. Hope you can see that on the screen. Just a ton of different settings, different menus, the light shows, the different displays and screens. Swipe it all around. This is really good actually, the screen. It's very, very quick, the way it responds and moves. And there's an app which shows you all of the cameras and all of the gadgetry and different toys and things. Inside, there's just a lot of space. Massive glass, this huge panel up in front, obviously the roof panel as well. Loads of space in the back. You can fold these seats up, have even more storage space available. But this has been really drawing quite the crowd here. In fact, I'm just actually going to pop this open again at the front. I'm going to show you a little bit of the storage that we have there. It's just so funny with these literally stainless steel doors. And you've got a bit of space up here in the front of the Cybertruck, and you've got your towing points down there, and also the Cyber wheel covers. The idea of these is to help with the aero, give you an extra 2 miles of range when you're out driving with it. This thing's crazy. And like I say, it's getting a lot of attention here. It's actually really quite crazy. This enormous single wiper up here over the top of the windshield. It's this unusual triangular design that has caused so much of a stir and drawn the most attention imaginable, even at an event like this with some amazing cars. You know, we're talking 5 Paganis, yet everybody comes and checks this out. I mean, here, literally, you just pull that toggle, seat folds up, done, like that, and you've got the extra space. That was super easy. I have to say, it does work very well. I've got to give it to them, how simple all of this is, and I really like the model that's sitting up there. The logo is crazy. Just close that while I'm here, close that back down. Everything about it, it's very exciting. I look forward to getting behind the wheel and actually seeing what it's like myself. I mean, just look at this, with the sun now out on it, the light show from that bar across the front. As we get towards the end of this event, first time for me checking out a customer Cybertruck. How exciting is that? This is what you don't want to get run over by. I don't know what this is. Zeus CEV. It's big. Let's get everybody out of the way quickly. Those wheels and tyres are enormous. I got distracted from the Cybertruck, we just had the light show. But potentially, stay tuned, we might have a full first drive in this. Been chatting with the owners It'd be super cool to actually be able to share with you what it's like. Well, that sounds ridiculous. Is that literally a cut? Yeah. Feel it through the veins. Quite literally. New Turbo S cab in front. God, the rumble of that. Well, this is just fun. Cybertruck rollout. Crazy thing. Absolutely crazy. So, should we put together a drive? Should we do something with it? Well, let's see. It definitely stole the show here today. Extraordinary how much attention that got. Look away for a few seconds, or go and find a new area, and look what we've got here. This is actually a friend of mine's Lamborghini Murcielago. I drove his Ford GT a couple of years ago. Very, very nice in the orange. We've then got a Ferrari 458 Spider, which is very much on my shortlist, as is a Gallardo. That's an original pre-facelift Gallardo, the 5 litre. We've got another Viola Hong Kong SF90 Stradale, really suits it well. And then we've got Pagani number 6. Yes, this Huayra Roadster is the 6th Pagani of this event, in the blue carbon glass roof panel, similar spec to the car that we just checked out inside, in fact, with the dual tone interior, but very, very nice. It's worth looking everywhere around here. You don't know what you're going to find. And that is one of the super rare Segestria Borealis 600 LT Spiders. They made very few of these, but look at all of the details. Funny plate. They did the paintwork under there. It's an MSO special edition. Also on the mirror caps, and then inside you've got the embroideries and the center carbon bucket seats as well. Inside to go with it all in the same spec and configuration. You gotta love this. RX-7 going out just there. Then we've got an NSX here. Just a complete, I mean, there was a DBX in the middle, right? That has a hood and a half. That's fun, that's cool. Koenig. Nice. Very cool, very, very cool. That's also very cool. I mean, this just goes on and on, doesn't it? And then what? Ferrari on the other side. Oh, there's the DeLorean back there also. I just keep watching because seeing everybody leave, it's obviously different cars to what we saw coming in. It's constant, just constant, and very cool. DeLorean goes around. In some ways, there are some similarities there with the DeLorean and the Cybertruck. Stainless steel body. I hadn't seen that there were actually 2 more minis here, representing best of British. Cool. It's supercar go time. See you later. We're actually going to catch up with Alex later. Gotta be careful through that gate. That sounds insane. SF90 looking amazing. And then look, we've got Porsches aplenty, more Lambos, Technica up next, followed by the STO. I just could stand here all day. It's kind of old school event car spotting. Just filming everything rolling out. Some cars we saw coming in, like all of these guys. Look, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, that was loud. 92 GT3. Just everything. Roll out, F40. Up it goes, followed by Porsche 959. Those two were an era at the time. And then the 918 Spider to top it off. I'm not gonna lie, I am completely exhausted. It's about midday and I've already walked around 15,000 steps today. There's been so much going on. I mean, we're here on the track. This is pit out, this is where it begins. Here at the Motor Enclave, the murmurs of cars as the last few attendees are heading out. The last couple of days, I've driven on track in a GT3 RS, been here for the grand opening of the fantastic event centre down here at this end, and now we've had one of the craziest car events ever. They completely filled a race circuit with cars. A 1.7 mile circuit had cars packed in all the way around it. Think about that for a moment. That's thousands of cars. This has been bonkers. This has been absolutely crazy. I am 100% gonna come back out here before long. This has been an amazing venue. I mean, we're here with the Amiras right now. I should probably grab the keys and go do some laps later this afternoon. That would be quite fun. But my word, what a special place to be. Here in Tampa, the Motor Enclave, now officially opened, and hopefully in the future we can come and see what some of the owners do with some of their garages when they have the fit outs done and turn them into their own dream little man caves. It's been awesome. Thank you to all of you who came along. I hope you had a wonderful day here as well. Thank you to everyone who has of course watched this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you especially to Brad, to Hank, to Chris, to the entire team from the Motor Enclave for everything over the last couple of days. It has been truly spectacular. That's it for now though. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers.